Yeah, man, we back with another episode, Ultra Fly Talk. Me and my dog Trent, bro, we out here. It's
Oh,
relatively early, man. I mean, it's like heading towards 4 p.m. We getting a little vibe, getting the vibrations and all of that celebrations going.
a little bit, anyways.
Yeah,
just
bro,
being
you're
just happy to be off right now. That's it.
100%, and that's what it is. Like I realized, Trent, that's it's like on the days off and shit, you appreciate them so much more just because like obviously you don't have to be somewhere for 8 hours, right?
Yep, you can say that again. I wish it was 8 hours though. Fuck.
True. I was gonna say you have longer shifts, which is strange. I never really knew it was like that.
Yeah, it is what it is. I didn't think it was going to be like that either, but here we are.
I feel you. I don't know. I don't know if it's a matter of just like if it's like a matter of trying to do some research or like on the job posting, did they like say like they had like set hours or it's like nah.
It's shift work basically, but it's pretty laid back. So just got to make it work.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'll be on that type of vibe, man. Like I don't know, like because right now I'm on 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. just doing that vibe. But at the same time, other than like the entrepreneurial type shit I'm trying to do, get the business off the ground and get that flowing. I'm trying to apply for another job like that might be 8 to 4. If I get that, that'd be kind of chill. Because it's like you want to have like a bit of your evening. Granted, like if you're gonna actually like be in the day, like I would assume you'd want like a little bit of your evening. Some people are cool with having the start of the day off. That's what I have right now, but I don't know, bro. Which one would you prefer? Like if you had to just ideally like, okay, I gotta work. I want the day off like in the morning or like the afternoon off. Like which one would you prefer?
I'd rather go back to being 9 to 5, frankly. That was fucking not so bad. Like, yeah, you miss out like most of the day and all that, but at least you're not like missing out on the night as well, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Like, you get home, like, you finish work at like 8 or 9 or later, you're just coming home and you're like, well, fuck, what do I want to do? Like, smoke some weed, maybe eat some food and go to bed. Like, that's it. Like, it's fucking like, it's way different getting off at like that time and then getting off at like 5 or 6, like, or 4 or 5, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you get off at that time, you come home, you fucking, it's all right. It's like normal time to eat dinner, like normal hours that people eat dinner, like your body is already accustomed to or whatever. That's different. So I'd rather that, frankly. If I had to have it, I'd rather it that way, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Fuck it.
No, and that's it's as wild as it might sound, it makes it a little bit more of an enjoyable experience because, like you said, you get to have like dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it, around quote unquote a normal time. But also, bro, like you can get into like a regular sleeping pattern. You can fuck around and be like, okay, I'm gonna choose to go to bed around this time. And like when you get off late as shit, when you come home, your body has to unwind and whatnot. So the times where you actually get some rest, it's gonna be it's gonna be on a weird ass schedule. But like that's I don't know. I think about these types of things because it's like all those little like the things you have to navigate throughout the day, all of those things add to what you feel pressure wise, like what you feel, right? So it's like
I agree.
you fuck around and have to work a 12-hour shift, or if you fuck around and have to work an 8-hour shift, but the hours are boo boo. Yeah, man, that's gonna fuck with you.
Night shifts suck. Like they really suck. There's no two ways about it. Like to the fellas and women out there listen to this, doing the night shift. I applaud you. Like fuck, you're a way tougher person than I am because can't do it. I did 12-hour night. I did 12-hour night shift at a factory, and I did a week or so of night shift when I was working at Dollarama, and it fucking sucked. There's no two ways about it. You work from 11 a.m. to 7 a.m. It's fucking brutal.
No, it's terrible. It definitely is. But see, that's the thing too, because some people, wild as it might sound, some people prefer that shit because, for example, most times the place is closed. Wherever you're working overnight, that bitch is closed. So at least you know, okay, I can pop in a headphone. I mean, granted, you have this privilege. You can pop in a headphone, get your job done. Okay, cool. But if not, you just listening to dead silence while you're stocking shelves or whatever, then that's different.
I'll do you one worse. It wasn't dead silence. It was fucking Christmas music.
Okay.
From 11 p.m. till 7 a.m. Christmas music, the same fucking like ads and all that running through on a cycle sort of thing. Dude, it was terrible. Like we're stocking shelves, like trying to get it done, and I just hear a guy in another aisle scream like, "I've heard this fucking song 3 times now."
Like, buddy's losing his whole mind and shit. He's losing
I had already lost my mind at that point. Just like the slow torture of Chinese, like Chinese water torture, where just the drip on the forehead. That's how it feels listening to fucking like terrible top 40 radio stations at a 9 to 5 minimum wage job. It's fucking torture. That part is just absolute torture.
And I can relate because like beforehand, like I used to work at a grocery store, right? Well, working in the produce and shit like that. So we out here stocking vegetables and fruits and shit like that. And you just hearing the same shit like you were saying, whether it's Christmas music, whether it's like a Halloween playlist or whatever. It's just like, man, this is boo-boo. But it sucks. It's like, it makes you think about like, one, obviously the fact that you're privileged that you're complaining about Christmas music versus complaining about
hardcore point.
It's like versus complaining about like not having shoes to wear. But I'm just saying, like obviously everything's relative. But I'm saying, in our realms of complaints, bro, it's funny because sometimes it makes like the job I'm in now. You don't necessarily hear music and shit playing throughout the day because I'm in a hospital. But at the same time, it's like sometimes you would almost rather like see the different faces and shit like that because it's all like circumstance. You might see people who are smiling, having a good time, buying groceries, whatever, versus if you're in a hospital, you might be dealing with someone who has like more of a negative scenario, right?
That's a very good point. Like I've done a lot of construction jobs where there is no like radio or anything on it. It's just like you and your thoughts or you and the fucking like. So it's much more enjoyable having like some background, but I'd rather like a decent background music if I have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, 100%. Like you being like, nah, man, I'm gonna need you to put on like some type of like 70s rock or some shit playlist. Okay, that's different. You might be able to buy
anything except top 40. Anything except top 40. It's so trash. Like honestly.
I mean, and that's the thing, because like obviously some people, as wild as it is, Trent, they be into that cookie cutter pop star type stuff, right? And it's not even about judging it, saying that it's bad. I just think like, everyone has their preference. So if you can get around the fact that it's like, okay, I heard the same Justin Bieber song 3 times, but at the same time, it's like, it's better than dead silence or hearing like machines going off or whatever. It's like, fuck it, man. Like, but like, I just, beyond work, man, like the opposite, obviously, which would be having the day off, enjoying one's time to just literally, if you want to sit on the couch, you fucking do that. You want to go and be productive, you do that. Bro, that's what it's about. And as like, for me, it's a Sunday. So as it's coming to an end and I'm about to start working on Monday again, it's like, I don't know, man. It truly does make you enjoy the time. Like it savor the time, so to speak. That your time off. Like it makes you think about that shit.
Always got to savor the time off because fuck. Yeah. We work too much as it is. So there you go.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. To these people who are sitting there.
I'm gonna go grab. You kiss the sky. I'm gonna go grab another one.
There you go. Hey, bro, my boy Trent out here enjoying himself. I'm enjoying myself. But yo, to the people listening and people watching, it ain't about judgment. If you have different vices or different things to help you celebrate life, do that shit, bro.
Enjoy it's different because I've been smoking like because I've been working where I've been working. Like I bought an ounce of this other stuff, so I've smoked that and I've got that there. Had pre-rolls, I got some new shit. So it's like I've spoken a lot of weed, so it's just like let's mix it up a bit here right now. And I've been smoking a lot of weed today, so like, tis what it is, and yeah, frankly, it is what it is. Oh, wild
That's a good
cherry.
thing. That's a good thing. Like switching it up, switching up the flavors or the methods. Hey, bro, ain't nothing
Oh,
wrong with
you
that.
definitely have to switch up the flavors with these. Like you gotta like we got a mixed pack. My girlfriend bought a mixed pack the other day, so it comes all four flavors. So you get two of all four flavors. It's really nice because you just go, okay, this, and then next one, next one, next one, next one, and that's the same. And the bar where I go drink now, because I've convinced like a lot of people have started drinking these because of me. So there you go, Cottage Springs, hit me up.
I know, right? Hit my boy up with a sponsor. Uh, but and that it's good, Trent, because it's like once you find like a good beverage, you can take your time and just enjoy it, opposed to like having to be like, nah, because someone like me, I'm not the hugest drinker, so I might ask certain people for suggestions, and they might be like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna suggest shit because everyone's taste buds are different, which is true, but I'm gonna trust that you have a good taste. Like, okay, this guy knows the type of shit he enjoys or she enjoys. Yeah, man. So it's like, but yo, even like as you enjoy those, like I tried the White Claws. Those are cool. Those are cool. But I
Fucking
kind
hey,
of like
yeah.
shit with a little bit of flavor though. Like in the sense of like not sweet. It doesn't have to be like a feminine drink or whatever. But it's more like I need something with a little flavor with the alcohol, opposed to just like you know what I mean.
This is what you're looking for, then, my friend. It's like the same sort of deal as the White Claw, except there's more flavor than the White Claw with less sugar.
Okay, dope, dope, dope. And don't get me wrong, White Claw has minimum sugar too, but it's just a matter of that's dope. Because it's like you don't want to, as you know, when you're drinking alcohol, you don't want to have
Zero.
no sugar. That's dope. That says zero. No, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. But it's like you
And
want to definitely. What's up?
and they're on Bathurst Street, like in Toronto, their
Yeah, bro.
brewery.
That's like 4 blocks from me, bro. Four or
So
five
there
blocks.
you go.
Like four,
Support
five, six
local.
blocks. Fuck around and show up at the headquarters and shit. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna need a shipment.
Hey, if you do ship it up this way, fuck, we're like, man, these are so hard to come by at times. Like, if you went to our liquor store, we only have one liquor store in town. In a town of 21,000, we could support two, but I digress. Um, when it comes to like Friday, Saturday, anytime like that, good luck trying to find any of these. They're fucking gone. Like, that's how they are very popular around here.
Trent, and that's the thing that's crazy about it because the way I see it, it's like that with a lot of different types of alcohols, like alcohol brands. Um, a lot of people like the Alexander Keiths. A lot of people like just different shit. But it's like you will go into the LCBO, and it's not that they don't have more in the back. I'm sure you can ask, oh, hey, do you have any more in the back? But sometimes the shelf might be missing, and you're saying to yourself, okay, clearly you don't have more in the back. Because if they did, they would have restocked this bitch. This bitch looked like it's been empty for X amount of hours already.
So it was about two or three weekends ago. I was going out to my brother's place to have just go out day drinking. Went to the LCBO to pick up some more of these because I only had just a bunch of watermelon kinds. So I was like, yeah, I need some more like different flavors. Fucking, I swear to God, dude, it looked like a bomb had went off in some like in the section where they are because there was just nothing. Like the shelves were bare, fucking stuffs everywhere, and like and you go around to where like another spot, all of it's gone. That there's like White Claws out the ass. Any amount of White Claws you want, they were there, but you couldn't find like I found one. I found one Cottage Spring in the whole fucking place, like just one single one around there. So it's insane. Like a golf club came in and like a golf course came in and bought like a whole skid of them. So like nothing was left after that. It's absolutely insane how popular these have gotten around here now. But like they're tasty and that's it. I'm really not sponsored by them, but like I always end up convincing people to drink them. That's basically it. I don't know how else to put it. Fuck.
And that's the thing, bro, because they're a good ass beverage. But see, that's the thing. Where I see it, that's how it was. Because there's different quote unquote summer drinks. Like they had like the Bud Light iced tea or some bullshit. Like then they had like the Summersby fucking green apple, whatever, whatever. Then they had the fucking Like they just have different drinks that come out, whether it's during the summertime or when, as soon as it gets kind of warm out, and then bam, it's as if they promote that for the whole summer.
And they're
But yeah,
fucking dog shit.
yeah, some, don't get me wrong. Some, I mean, everyone has their preference too, which is wild because typically I'm not the person who has the like the sparkling waters and the seltzers and shit like that. But I wanted to try that shit out because it's like, all right, there's no harm in drinking some of this shit. You drink some and then you're like, okay, I can fuck with this. That's all it is, man. It's just trial and error, right? Like you try some shit and then hopefully, hopefully you can find like a flavor that can last for you. Because typically you don't really get like quote unquote tired of drinks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. How I've always come to understand it is I've ruined drinks mostly for myself. Like, too many fucking like brands I can think of that I've ruined for myself just because I've drank it. Like, I was like, oh, this is a good thing, so I'm gonna drink it for a while. And then one night I just go overboard with it, and it's just like I can't even fucking look at that ever again or even smell that because it's just gonna make me fucking throw up. Like, but I don't know. It's something with these and the White Claws. It's just like I can handle these and I can like roll with these a lot easier than I can like pretty much any other type. Like beer, I can't even really drink beer anymore. Like it sucks. Like there's so many like booze like I can't drink like just because I physically can't stomach it anymore because A, I took a lot of time off, and B, because I've ruined a lot of alcohols for myself.
You know what's so scary about what you just said? Because it's the hardcore truth. Back in university, bro, like I used to be killing that Captain Morgan, bro, and them rum and cokes, bro. I cannot do that shit now, bro. And I don't feel like a bitch. I don't feel like a punk. I don't feel like none of that shit just because I can't. Not that I can't, it's that I don't want to drink any more of that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you put that much shit into your body for like 4 years of your life, like, or however many years of life. You think to yourself after you're like, yo, I'm cool. I like that there's new little whatever types of drinks coming out that I could try because at least I know, one, it's new. Two, I can get acquainted with these flavors and not feel like, oh man, I'm missing out on the hard liquors and shit, like hard vodkas and shit that I used to drink. I'm not saying you can't have that shit now, but it's just like, I don't know. It makes me like,
sorry.
No, it just makes me think like, fuck, man. Like I would rather not spend money on some shit that I'm not going to enjoy drinking. That's why if ever I go to the cash register and I had like a quote unquote girly drink or quote unquote feminine drink, quote unquote, with these motherfucking
fuck them,
with these whole ass stereotypes, and if ever, not that they do, but if ever a dude does look at me and say and like tries to giggle or say some bullshit, that's when I'm gonna look at him and be like, bruh, I'm not gonna drink some shit that tastes like ass just to be quote unquote, oh, he's manly. He's drinking a quote unquote manly drink. That shit tastes like ass, bro. Like certain different types of beers, certain beers fucking delicious. Other beer, you just like, no, I refuse to drink this shit. This is not
Graham, you are a fucking legend because that's just it. Like, why the fuck torture yourself just to fucking, I'm a fucking man, I drink this shit ass beer that's just tastes like a bunch of dog shit. Now I fucking slam it all night long. My stomach's all good and I'll be fine the next day. Like, fuck off. Like, honestly, it's not worth it, frankly. Like, honestly, like it's the really only liquor I'll drink now is I'll do shots of like either Honey Jack or just straight Jack Daniels. That's it.
Just on some thug shit. He said, I'm slinging back the Jack. It is what it is.
But it's not like on a regular basis. It's if it's like we're out at the pub and somebody's like, hey, do you want a shot of Honey Jack? And it's just like, yeah, I'll have one. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, but I know if I do that, I've already surrendered myself to the idea of just, okay, so I've just decided to fuck myself up like completely tonight. So, okay, cool. Let's go.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. If you preemptively make that decision, hey, I'm turning up. I'm getting lit as fuck tonight. That is what it is at that point, because you're gonna at least know I'm gonna have multiple shots of Jack Daniels or multiple whatever. Bro, I be trying to get those fucking Jaeger bombs in my system, but that's the thing. You can't just kill yourself doing that shit all the time, because as you know, like the whole energy drink, vodka, rum, whatever, you're not trying to combine certain things for no long ass period of time when you're out and about. But at the same time, you can get 2 or 3 and be feeling nice. You know what I mean? And just be vibing.
I agree. Like, I'm gonna put pictures of it up, but like Jägermeister and me used to be like that through like high
Just
school
best friends and shit.
and like the little bit of and a little bit in university, and like shout out to Alex Poole from fucking Bone Brain Entertainment. Like he knows exactly what I'm talking about when it's like that, because there's plenty of pictures and plenty of parties that him and I have been to that were like, oh, we just got like obliterated on Jägermeister that night, and it just happened. Like not even Jäger bombs, just Jägermeister, straight Jägermeister. To the point now, like if I even took like even smell Jägermeister, is just like nope, nope, none of that bullshit.
That's what it is, bro. Like it's that memory. Like, and it's funny because like everybody and their cousin has the same exact experience as far as when they're done with an alcohol. Like, oh, the smell is repulsive. Like when I smell it, I want to throw up. Blah blah blah. And it's like it's because it's like you're literally. I don't know. It sucks to say, but it's like you're literally poisoning yourself in the sense of when you overdo it. Like when you just go up, like getting drunk, feeling nice, feeling lit, however you want to describe it, that's cool. But when you overdo it, your body's like, hell nah, what we doing?
Because it's like alcohol poisoning for a reason.
Yes, exactly. And it's like you, in my opinion, if you're gonna choose to do that, like go above and beyond and mix and match and okay, enjoy yourself. But you got to try to set up beforehand a ride home, all that different types of shit.
I love when we talk about mixing and matching. Here we are, both ripping bowls, both drinking.
No, but like when I'm saying mixing and matching, I don't necessarily mean mixing and matching vices. What I'm trying to say is like when you mix and match 4 or 5 different types of beverages, because then at that point, yeah, bro, because you at that point you're thinking to yourself, okay, I have 4 or 5 different concoctions within me, different elixirs. I might fuck around and travel to Narnia or one of those other mystical fictional lands. And I don't need to necessarily go there tonight, but I'm already seeing little fucking pixies and little fairies and shit floating around my head after I'm drinking these fucking 4 or 5 different drinks.
Or the opposite. Or the opposite, you end up just kissing the fucking bowl all night long, just fucking yakking your brains out because you can't really mix too many different types of liquors together or too many different types of like shit together. But like it just you got to know your own limits and play within them. You got to know how your own stomach like feels when it comes to drinking different alcohol. And that only comes with seasoning and like you said, trying out different things before, trying out different like beverages, trying out different trying out different styles of drinking, like different types of liquor or different types of beer or what have you. And it's just all about finding what worked for you, right? That's all it is. But when it comes to like mix and match, that's where you're going to fuck up 99% of the time. The only time you can really, it's hard to escape it, but it's like if you have like a bit of a tolerance to it, or if you like eat a lot of like good like starch or some like bread or stuff before like, you know, have a good meal or something before that, you can kind of skirt around that sometimes if you have a strong enough stomach. But like, for the love of God, don't mix and match as much as you can. Like, it always catches up to you. Like, even mixing and matching weed and drinking for me, like, I don't take my vape pen out to, like, try not to take my vape pen out to the pub unless I'm trying to get like proper fucked up. Cause I know if I'm drinking and I start vaping a lot, like my weed pen, not vaping nicotine, let's make that fucking perfectly clear. Vaping vaping my THC pen and drinking a lot, it's going to be a blackout every time.
I feel you. And because you already know that recipe and you already know like the synthesis of things that cause you to get to that destination, that's obviously a benefit. You know that you're not going to fuck around and get to the end of that road because you're preventing it. You're leaving something at home that you don't need to be bringing with you. But it's like, I don't know, man. At the same time, a part of me thinks, okay, if you're gonna like go above and beyond a blackout and fuck around and oh shit, I can't feel my face and blah blah blah, then it's like, again, just know how you're getting home. Just understand, like, if you can set shit up so that your night can flow smoothly after you reach that point. And of course, nothing's perfect, but at the same time, you want to at least do your best to plan because at least you know you put something in place, you know?
So I'll give you an example of what not to do with that. This is a personal story. So I was still in university. I went out with Alex and we were going to go to Phil's. It was, I think it was like a Valentine's Day sort of thing. I had a bottle of, pardon me. I had a bottle of Jim Beam. It's or no, not Jim Beam, Wild Turkey. It's a bourbon. And Alex and I in the pre basically just killed the entire bottle. We were doing shot for shot, but I was doing a lot of shots with it. And I blacked out in that and I started puking into his wastebasket. I don't really remember much, but they piled me into a cab and sent me back to the house I lived on Hazel Street where we lived together. And I literally went in. I don't remember any of this, but I went to my house and I guess there was at a point where I just said, I'm not going to go to the bathroom anymore to puke. I just literally laid off the side of my bed and just puked all over my floor just because I didn't want to get up. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'll deal with this in the morning and mop it up. And then I woke up in the morning and it was just like, how did I get home? And I look over the side and there's just like dried vomit everywhere. It's just like, oh God damn it. But like, once again, I don't remember I didn't remember a goddamn thing. To this day, I don't remember that cab ride home at all. I'm amazed I didn't vomit in the cab or anything like that. But I got home safe and everything like that because I have good friends. But at the same time, don't do that. Like, seriously, you don't need to do that to yourself. Like, take it easy. Don't slam a fucking entire bottle of whiskey in the pre-drink. Don't do that.
Yeah, in the pre. And I can't even sit here in front, Trent, like, and don't get me wrong, because it's not about comparing, because I've thrown up many times in my life, but
that was straight up alcohol poisoning. That's what
I'm saying. Like
I probably should have went to the hospital.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you experiencing these types of things, even the 1-2 times that I've seen you and experienced this, seen you go through this experience myself, bro, shit is wild. But you never want to, of course you never want to like kill a whole bottle of something to your face. But at the same time, it's like, back when people were like, even me, back in when I was in high school, 14, 15, bro, you in grade 9, tripping, thinking you cool, thinking you pop shit, some grade 11s and grade 12s invite you to a party. You go there, you get drunk as shit, trip out, drink a whole 26 of Smirnoff, if you remember that shit. Bro, it was like cherry or strawberry or some shit like that, bro. Oh my goodness. I had red, like a fruit Tropicana Twister. You remember that drink?
Yeah.
Bro, we're just listing all the fucking labels. Regardless, it was a bad experience for me. Bro, I'm drinking all this shit. Killing it. It gets to maybe 11:30. Not even midnight yet. I'm just throwing up everywhere. And I'm saying to myself, it sucks because it's like, it wasn't even like a warning. Like, I knew I drank way too much, but it wasn't like, oh, yo, you're about to throw up in about 5 minutes. It was just like, I'm talking to a chick, I'm sitting down. We're both upstairs. I'm 14. She's probably like 17. Next thing you know, I kind of move her out the way. I use one of my arms and move her out the way and throw up on the ground. I did point down. It wasn't like a straight up projectile forward. Throw up on the ground and there wasn't it wasn't even, bro, it was so fucked up that it wasn't even like it was pandemonium or anything like that. Like, oh my God, Graham's throwing up. It was like, after I was finished throwing up, somebody handed me another cup and I just kind of kept drinking. And I was like, this is high school. It killed me in the mental as far as being like, yo, this is fucking ridiculous. But this is going to be the next 4 years of my life. So I say all that to say, later on, like, the puke and shit got cleaned up, because it wasn't like it was a lot. It was just that it was unexpected. You're talking to a girl, yeah, man, so tomorrow or tonight, blah, 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 me and you should do blah, blah. I push her out the way, and then I had to let it go. Because otherwise, it would have been on her shirt. I wouldn't have gotten no love that night. And then, but what's so crazy is, like, even the chicks knew, like, you might throw up or whatever the case is. And people, they would always say shit like, pace yourself, young fella, pace yourself. Or they'll say shit like, don't break the seal. Like, they'll tell you basically not to take a piss, because once you take a piss, immediately you're going to have to piss for 45 years. Like, you're going to have to just keep going. But regardless, that's besides the point. I say all that to say, like, it's funny remembering these stories, because, like, now as we're older, you get put into a situation where you might smell a drink. Like if I smell Smirnoff now, Trent, I'll probably be like, nope, no sir. I'll get aggressive and shit. Get that shit away from me. Acting like it's kryptonite and shit. Get it away.
But I don't blame you, frankly. Jesus Christ. But they actually gave you one good piece of advice there. Pace yourself. Like, frankly, you really do.
Yeah.
But I really have nowhere to talk because I've drank almost 2 in probably the span of like 30, 40 minutes here. So, like, there you go. I really have nowhere to talk when it comes to pacing myself. But don't break the seal is bullshit. Just go fucking piss. Like, goddamn, who cares? Like, oh, I gotta pee again. Oh, I gotta pee again. Oh, I gotta pee again. Cool. You're just getting it out and you're like, flushing it out of your system. Who gives a shit? Saves stress on your kidneys too. Like, fuck, you're holding it in for longer. That's just not good for you.
No, for real. You don't need to be doing that and get some type of problems. You're right. But even beyond that, it's more of some just like goofy high school teenager bullshit that you tell your boys. Yo, man. Or like, for example, doing like keg stands and shit like that. Yo, man, you gonna do a keg stand, man, and the one who holds it the longest, da 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 da, or whatever. And you're drinking beer upside down, foamy as fuck beer upside down, tripping, which is fun and all that. But at the same time, you're saying when you get down from it, you're all lightheaded and shit. You're saying to yourself, "I'm about to pass out." It's wild because, like, I swear, some of my high school experiences in the sense of party wise was like on some movie shit where you get down from a keg stand, you're all tipsy and drunk, you fuck around and bump into one of the, like, you're on the football team, but he's like another dude on the football team who you don't really fuck with. Like, you might be on offense, he might be on defense. You bump into his girlfriend, fucking face all fucking on her face and shit. Graham, get the fuck off me, or whatever. And you're like, I'm not even trying to kiss you or nothing. I just can't fucking stand straight. Next thing you know, you and him are beefing. Just goofy shit like that, bro. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight outside. And then you're like, what the fuck? I'm not about to ruin this fucking experience for me because you want to be goofy. It's,
alcohol. It really doesn't benefit like a lot of people when you're drinking and like a lot of that. It just breeds fucking fights sometimes with people. Like, fuck, we've been to enough bars and seen enough fights and enough bullshit to know that. Like, it's ridiculous. But like, how many times have you seen people smoking like a bunch of bowls together get into a fight? Like, I've seen it happen like once or twice, but not like as often as like, hey, we're gonna go out into the bar tonight and there's probably gonna be a bunch of fights tonight. Like, yeah. Like, I was on St. Patrick's Day when I was California sober. That means just not drinking, basically. I was just fucked up on edibles and taking a bunch of I drank a bunch of Red Bull. So I was like in between having a panic attack and fucking like enjoying myself that entire night. All I went there was to just go like vibe with people and hopefully see some fucking like brawls and shit like that. That was the only reason I was going out, just for that fucking entertainment. And the only reason why you go to pizza at like 2 or like 12 to like 2 a.m. in this town when the bars are still like, when fucking pre-COVID, obviously, when bars were still a thing and people were going out to nightclubs. That was the only reason you go to the downtown Timmy's, is to watch fights or to get into one. Or pardon me, the downtown Pizza. Same area.
See, bro, I was gonna say, you was on that motherfucking Emperor shit from Gladiator when Maximus was fighting the other motherfucker talking about, are you not entertained? You were looking for motherfuckers to just be beefing and shit. That's what's so funny, bro. Like, motherfucker, you was walking around there like with your with a drink, with a joint in your hand, with your nose in the air, just fucking you challenge each other. Next thing you know, just two big dudes out of nowhere, they're just drunk. So they start fighting like gladiators. Bro, that's a sketch. That's a sketch. You have the power.
I wish I was that ballsy. Shit. No,
bro,
if I tried to start shit with anybody in this town, I was like, hey, that dude said something about you, they'd probably just end up punching me because like I'm an easy target looking some to these people. Like, fuck.
I feel you, bro, but no, not even like that. I'm talking about just like if you got the experience, like if you got the like you just pointed out, you're just like, yo, you in the green shirt, fight you in the red sweater, and then it's a sketch though, and then they both just look at each other and just it's like instinctively they just jump on each other and start fucking wailing and punching and shit. Bro, you know how crazy that'd be? Like,
that's hilarious.
You almost have to make it an animated cartoon sketch opposed to a real one, obviously, but
that's too funny. Oh man.
Hey. But at the same time, yes, alcohol will cause you to do some outrageous things. It's cause you to do some outlandish shit, bro. Like, wait a
Fucking
minute, what's this
hell.
motherfucker doing? You just see Trent or somebody walking up to the biggest dude in the party, just punches him in the face. He goes down. The whole party just starts cheering and shit. Like, what
Oh
type
man, I
of thing?
wish. No, like I don't do stupid like too much stupid. Well, I say that, and I'm just thinking of like last year I had my brother threw a beer pong tournament, and him and I ended up being partners, and we did pretty good. And then he fucked the tournament for us by like just he fucked our like he just disqualified us by like knocking all the cups over and stuff like that. So I was pretty heated because I was really drunk, and I was like, man, we're gonna win this fucking tournament for sure.
Yeah,
Like I was
yeah.
competitive as shit. And then he fucks it on us. And so I was really pissed off. I threw a fucking flip flop at him. I hit him in the face, and we ended up fighting, like for real fighting. Like, so there you go. And then the next fucking day, I could bear like for the next like week or so, my back was just fucked because we were like I said, for real fighting, and he slammed me into the
Yeah,
fucking ground. So like there you
yeah.
go.
Shit gets real
Alcohol
and it
and
sucks.
violence, they're like fucking best friends.
It's terrible. It's terrible because it's like after when your back's all sore and shit and you're not drunk anymore and you're saying to yourself, man, we didn't even have to do all that shit. We didn't even have to fight and do all that bullshit. Damn near broke my back and shit.
Oh, trust me. The next day, him and I were both like, "Yo, I'm so sorry." It's like, "Yo, no, fuck that. I'm sorry." Like I started that shit, blah blah blah, because he's my brother, and like him and I like literally beat the shit out of each other for most of our life, and now we're older and just like, "Yeah, I love you too." And now it's just like, if we're gonna do shit like that, it's either gonna be out of like, oh, lols, like play fighting type shit, or if it's like in this case, just absolute drunkenness.
But yeah, man, on some Tupac shit, it's got to be you and him against the world, bro. You can't be fighting each other.
Facts.
It's just me against the world, baby. Well, I mean, he's just saying it's just him, but I'm just, I got to equate it to y'all. But it's real. And at the same time, y'all toughen each other up for when you actually have to fight against the motherfucking world, right? That's the way I
Facts.
look at it.
Also facts.
That's the way I look at it. At least like, okay, I'm not necessarily riding with no bitch. And bro, it's like, fuck it. It's like win, lose, or draw. That's the thing, right? That's why they have that expression. Like, well, oh, win, lose, or draw, we still boys. Or win, lose, or draw, blah, blah, blah. Because it's like, we're not going to win every battle. We're not going to win every fight. But at the same time, it's like, just don't run away. You know what I mean? Like, just like as far as if you and him had to fight like other people, like whether you win, lose, or draw, just put that shit together. Motherfuckers is the Avengers out here is basically what I'm saying.
To quote my boy Eddie Kingston, I'm a G and an outlaw, and I hang out with G's and outlaws. My crew will fuck you up for real. Like if I'm hanging out with my day ones and shit like that, and we're rolling at the bar, I have no fucking fear like in the world, dude. Because I know I've got 3 or 4 fucking straight up murderers behind me that would just like, oh,
Yep.
Trent's in a fight. Oh, there's other guys jumping in. Let's kill some people. I don't
That's
really
what it turns into.
have no fear whatsoever if I'm rolling with those boys, because it's kill or be killed on these streets, and we're all on the same page.
But see, and that's the thing. It's like, as crazy as it might sound, because again, obviously, like this is going on like YouTube and other platforms, so we're not literally. This is just all entertainment. We're not literally talking about being killers
in
and
Minecraft.
Such. We're talking about Minecraft and stuff. But no, seriously, like looking at it from a standpoint of, as wild as it might sound, people out here might think, oh, yo, if I fight this person or what, blah, 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 we're just going to fight. We're going to get up, shake hands, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, nah, man, you might punch somebody. Their head might hit the ground. They might pass away.
Yep.
Real shit can happen from a fight. That's why if a man ever challenges me to a fight, I'm a smaller dude, but I'm saying it like this. If a man ever challenges me to a fight, bro, it's like, hey, bro, just know it's you or me. And if he doesn't understand what I'm saying when I'm saying that, like, you got to understand, bro. I ain't out here just, oh, yeah, we fight. Nah, bro, your life might end at the end of this bout, at the end of this motherfucking duel. Your life might end. So and it ain't about being no thug or no tough guy. It's like, know what you're doing. You got people in the world have to know what they're doing when they try to contest somebody, when they try to, oh, what'd you say, bitch? Blah, 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 and try to get all loud and rowdy. You got to understand what you're doing, because that person might have gotten fired 2 hours prior to being at that function and blah, blah, blah. You don't know what anger that person's going to release on you. So I'm just saying it from that standpoint. Regardless if you're at the bar, pub, work, wherever. Gotta be mindful, yo. gotta be mindful of it.
You nailed it right there. Like people like have died like on stupid shit, like you said, falling over and hitting their head and stuff like that. That's as simple as it takes. But like you said, it's KOBK out here. Like there's no, if you're gonna get into that situation, it's not like you're in a professional like organized event. There's like ref there and doctors around to make sure no one gets murdered or anything like that. This is gonna like, they got some bouncers there, but how quick are they gonna get there before like shit pops off? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's dangerous. So I don't recommend it. And it's also illegal. So you'll end up in jail or, you know, whatever else, charged and whatever else. So it's like there's real life consequences to shit like this. So it's about knowing the consequences and weighing those consequences. But like you said, it's kill or be killed out here. Like that's it. It's KOBK out here. That's it.
Yeah, man. But with that being said, I feel like, I don't know. I'm definitely feeling groovy than a bitch. So I don't know.
Well, I'm fucked up, dude.
Bro, I'm vibing right now. I'm definitely
this
vibing.
This is unfortunately my fucking. I unfortunately have a bad habit of going on to like an autopilot of just talking about violence when I'm drunk because just
bro.
I've had a bad habit of teaching like women how to eye gouge people when I'm like drunk, like showing like dynamics and stuff about that. It's bad. It's bad. It's a real habit I'm trying to not do because like I don't want to be about that life because life is pretty good in some regards. But like it's just about knowing the reality of like the situation, I guess.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. If you're talking about violence in the sense of preventing it, hey, bro, at that point it's like you can't really express it enough because people gotta, because don't get me wrong, I'd rather speak to you as men. Let's de-escalate this situation. Exactly. Let's walk our separate ways versus is you or me. Then at that point, it's like, well, what the hell, man?
We don't have to do this. Like, we really don't. Like, unless it's something like something dire. But like at the same time, we don't really have to do this. We can probably talk it out 99.9% of the time. We could probably just talk this out or just go our separate ways and not fucking interact with each other. There's much more peaceful ways to resolve every situation. So it's search for those peaceful solutions is all I could say, even in spite of like extreme intoxication. Try to anyways.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, trying to be able to like decipher between the two mind states when you're out and about, and if you have to like, unfortunately, like you have to be in a situation where you got to protect yourself and get violent or whatever the case is. Yeah, hopefully you can, you know, kind of snap out of it, so to speak, and get your mind right. Defend yourself and get out of that situation. That's
pretty much all you can say. It's just about having it really comes like with knowing consequences to like violence, basically. And if you don't know those consequences or are ignorant of those consequences, you'll act rash in situations of like that could be de-escalated. That's the only way I can put it.
Makes sense. But on another note, yeah, man, I don't know about you, but again, I was kind of saying like that I'm kind of vibing, I'm kind of grooving. I was like, yeah, bro, we might have to trip out and set this bad boy down. We can end this one, and you know, so again, it's always a pleasure talking. Shit is funny, bro. Shit is therapy, bro. Shit is funny and therapy at the same time. You know,
I'm gonna go have some dinner and probably continue drinking.
That's what it is, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I might have to fuck around, try to hit the LCBO and shit. Try to fuck around, hit the LCBO in this bitch, bro.
I feel ya.
But yeah, so to the people listening, I mean, I know it might sound like just random drunk banter, but hey, me and my dog, we here just trying to have a good conversation, have a good time, and entertain y'all. So I'll say it like this. My name is Graham.
I'm Tommy Versetti.
All right, this is another episode of Ultra Fly Talk. We out this bitch.